Chapter 2! Right back in. The very cliche director, like, mystery drama sound. Okay. I'm so freaked out. Hey, director, this thing's shaking like crazy. Don't worry, just keep going forward. Forward? But that's where the ghost was floating. That's even scarier than shaking. I understand how you feel, but you're the only one who can do this job, so I'm counting on you. What? I mean, yeah, that sounds plausible, but still, Magari's spreading her arms wide for balance as she crosses a long plank laid over Tosui. It seems they're trying to recreate a cut from the film. Is this okay? Perfect. Okay, I'll be the stand-in for the actress. Kanade, you ready? Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, start! And they begin. Once they finish shooting, Yagumo yells cut, and they quickly proceed to check the footage. How's it look? At the very least, it doesn't look like we've caught a ghost on film. Okay, we've checked what we needed to. Sorry for calling you out here so suddenly. You're a big help. So did you learn anything from that? I don't know. For now, let's compare it against the original film in the editing room. We didn't get permission to shoot, so let's break it up quick. Magari, get the data off the CD direct card. Roger. We quickly pack up the equipment and plank and load everything into the van. Oh, that's not where I wanted to go. Oh, I guess we're talking to him. So, Maxie, you figure anything out about that film? Nothing I can say for sure, but the investigation's proceeding. I see. Hopefully that film doesn't turn out to actually be cursed, you know? Isogami, do you think that's an actual ghost? Well, I heard the project had a shady history to begin with, and besides... Besides? Well, us industry vets have heard lots of things. Even some legit videos can't be broadcast. So that sort of stuff really does exist, huh? Sure it does. So the film could be legit, too. That's scary. Yep, scary indeed. They keep nodding. Yagumo can only watch them in an exasperation. Okay. That's where I meant to go. Nope, not the reception room. Huh. Everything. Magari must have given up and gone to the editing room. Though I guess it's not like she can avoid going into the editing room forever if work's work. Okay. Thank you. Okay, Magari, can you set up a side-by-side preview of the original film and the video we shot today? Roger. Magari quickly pulls up the video they shot today on the computer. She then pulls up the original film data and puts them side by side on the monitor. Aren't you two just adorable? This part looks strange. Strange? Well, let's see. You try standing there without losing your balance, you bitch. No, that's not what I meant. The ghost seems quite a bit bigger than you. Now that you mention it, that ghost was a big-ass woman, wasn't it? It's funny to talk about a ghost. No, it's unclear due to the rain, but the ghost in the film seems to be closer to the camera. You mean... It's lens compression. Lens compression, an effect that causes objects in the background to seem bigger when using a telephoto lens than when using a normal lens. So basically, you mean in the original film, this cut was shot with a telephoto lens. Important. Remember it. This cut was shot with a telephoto lens. Exactly. But if its cut's supposed to be focused on the actress, it wouldn't make sense to use a telephoto lens. Yeah, that's why I didn't use it at today's shoot. Maybe they wanted to make the pawn and background seem more visually impressive. Every detail has a purpose in a director's eyes, which means the telephoto lens was intentional. You mean... Magari rewinds the film once again to just a bit before the cut where the ghost appears. Okay. Magari brings up the film and drags the bar to the scene as instructed. The actress is walking in the downpour, and with a thunderclap, the screen fades to white. The next moment, the ghost appears, huh? Magari, how long does the screen stay white? Let's see. The full whiteout lasts 23 frames, or just under a second. What if they use some sort of trick during the window of time to make the ghost appear? In less than a second. How's that even possible? That's not even enough time to drop it down from mid-air using a wire. I guess you've got a point, but... A lens compression frame, an unnatural whiteout. There's something we're missing here. Alright, I've been wondering about the plank. How'd you come up with that? Oh, simple. It was the only thing I could think of that could create the effect of standing on water. After all, the ghost's floating, but looks like it's got its feet firmly on the pond's surface. Now that you mention it, we used a plank this time, but we could use something clear like an acrylic plate too. But since the film was shot during a downpour, you can't see the surface of the water at all. So you mean the film was a trick after all? I don't know for sure, but that's the assumption I've been working on for the investigation. But wouldn't it be weird for mystery drama to use a horror movie trick? Besides, if it was just a trick, why would it get shelved? Well, there has to be another reason why the series was shelved. It can't be as simple as a curse or a ghost. There's got to be a secret someone wants hidden. I said that weirdly. Okay, guess that's it. Anything else you want to investigate? Let's see. It feels like we're missing something. But I can't remember what. We'll just check when I do remember. Okay. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Wrong! Does this place have anything to do with the film? Well. Before Yagumo can finish the thought, a strange man blocks their path. Who the fuck are you? Baki Baki. Okay, this didn't happen last time because I didn't go here last time. Excuse me? Can we help you? It's time for the first Baki Baki Shimane quiz! Now what? Have you two been to Matsue Castle? Matsue Castle is the topic of today's quiz. Are you just talking to yourself? The Lord of Matsue Castle appears in the rich of the following famous Rakugo stories. I don't know! Oh, get it right. Correct! The one who eats Sanma in the story is Dowakami Matsudara of Izumo Matsue. Some variants of the story use their lords, but the majority mention him. Well done, you two! Well, until we meet again! And with that, the man runs off like the wind, leaving Yagumo and Magu dazed and confused. What the hell was that guy? An enigma. What was the design of his t-shirt supposed to be? Also an enigma. Okay, that was weird. Did not go there last time I played this. A historical hotel overlooking Ayoshidatami Street, designated as a national treasure. Da, 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 da. Whoa, this is such a nice place. Ibuse is such a famous director. It's only natural that Isagami booked him a fancy place. Of course, fancy. When they say their business in the front, they're immediately greeted by the woman they saw yesterday at the Shimane TV lobby. You must be Max Yagumo, and I name Magari. I'm Isayam, Ibuse's manager, Monami Haishima. Isagami has informed me of the situation. Ibuse has just arrived, so please follow me. Oh, lady. With refined elegance, or grace, Haishima leads them upstairs. Waiting in the room is a listless Ibuse sitting in a chair. You're Max Yagumo, right? I heard from Isagami. Sorry to barge in when you just arrived. I'm Max Yagumo, and she's my assistant, Aine Magari. Nice to meet you. You probably don't remember, but we've met back at the Asian Film Convention. I remember. You won the Excellence Award, right? I voted for you. You remember? That's such an honor. Yeah, your film had a mysterious charm. It was brimming with spirit, and yet it had a faint scent of death. A scent of death? Instead of clarifying with confusion, Yagumo Ibuse chuckles. Anyway, it's that cursed film you want to ask about, eh? Yes. We saw that the film is at Archive Center, the one with the ghost-like woman floating in the... Yes, that's right. That was indeed on the film. It's been 10 years, but I remember it like it was yesterday. I can't forget even if I try. Director Ibuse, you mean, yes, I shot it. I shot that cursed film. The cursed film was shot by Director Ibuse. And because of it, the project was suspended. Didn't think I'd hear about it 10 years later. Can you tell us about what happened when you filmed it? When did something like that show up in the film? You got some sort of idea, right, director? I'm sorry, but that film's cursed by a ghost. Which is why everyone involved swore not to disclose anything about it, so there's nothing I can tell you. Please don't say that. I'm begging you, director. That's all I have to say. Please leave. Yagumo and Magari are kicked out of the room, gaining next to nothing for their effort. Check this out real quick. How are you, Levarian? Or Levrain? I can't read. Okay. Yagumo and Magari are kicked out of the room, gaining next to nothing for their efforts. As they droop their shoulders in dejection, Haishima apologetically bows her head. I apologize on behalf of the director. He doesn't budge when he makes up his mind. No, it's fine. It's enough that he was willing to talk with us. I'm sorry. I'll arrange for another meeting. So for today. Thank you. Now if you'll excuse us. Thank you. They wanted to see if Ibuse could tell them something that would serve as clue. Instead, they leave Miho-kan empty-handed as they silently walk down Ayoshida-Tami Street. Doing alright. I had to take about two months off streaming because I had started a new skincare routine, and this wash I bought apparently fucked up my pH because I had cystic acne so bad, and I could not with it. Could not with myself. Could not with life. But then suddenly Yagumo stops. What's wrong, director? Well, I just now remember what it was that I wanted to check. You want to check something? Director Ibuse is not exactly in a talkative mood. No, not with him. With the film. Specifically the truck. Huh? The truck? Let's check the film one more time, Magari. Okay. Yagumo starts dashing to the parking lot, and Magari frantically follows behind. After returning to the editing room, Yagumo rushes to turn on the computer. Magari, the truck. Bring up the cut where the truck slams into her. Okay, 1 second. This computer takes an eternity to boot up. 1 eternity later, the computer finally boots and Magari opens up the video software. Here, this the cut? That's it. Does the truck have a company name printed on the side? Can you make that legible? It's pretty blurry, but I'll try. Magari must feel pressured seeing Yagumo that way. She's more serious than usual as she quickly moves the mouse to process the image. Thank you. I'm learning I'm allergic to makeup. Okay, how's this? It's a little blurry, but it's sort of legible, right? Whoa. Shimane, crane, and turtle shipping. That's pretty clear. Way to go, Magari. Well, I just thought I'd give it my best shot. Alright, can you look that up on the net? Okie dokie. Magari opens a browser and uses a search engine, but nothing's coming up. Maybe it's a fictional company made for the film? Maybe, but it still bugs me. I want to do a thorough investigation. But is there a point in investigating it? Director Ibuse said the film's for decade-old TV drama. Director Ibuse said that the film's for the decade-old TV drama project, right? I want to confirm that. This is pretty much our only clue as to when the film was shot. What do you mean? Even Isagami said that film was for a decade-old TV drama project, but he didn't know what exactly was on the film, so if it's something we can check, I want to check. But there weren't any hits on the net, so what now? We could look for their registration at the Regional Legal Affairs Bureau, if it's a real company anyway. It's getting late. Let's go before it closes, Magari. Magari still doesn't quite understand. Yagumo's enthusiasm convinces her to get up regardless. Pavement or flags? I've been laying pavers. Oh, I just started itching. They arrive at Matsui Legal Affairs Bureau just before closing time and finish the procedure to obtain the registration documents. I was cutting it close. They almost closed. Yeah, but the front counter took our application, which means it's an actual company and not a fake made specifically for the shoot. In no time at all, they're called up to receive the registration documents. Sure enough, there's a registration for Shimane Crane and Turtle Shipping in Matsui. Let's see here. They went dormant 5 years ago, huh? Explains why there's no search results online. Director! Here, look here. Mori points to the date of the company was founded. Sure enough, the date was written in April 1st, 2012. What? That's 8 years ago, but that doesn't make sense if the cursed film was shot 10 years ago. The logo of the company established 8 years ago was embolized on the side of the truck. Yeah. Amazingly, no, besides some cuts from sticker bushes and like dropping a log on my ankle. And those are just bruises and cuts. What on earth? Da 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 da. We're figuring shit out now. But just tell me where I need to go. Do we go here? Magari brings up the truck slamming scene again. Sure thing. Magari boots up the tool and quickly opens the appropriate scene. Shimane Crane Turtle Shipping. It's real, or rather, it was real. It's a dormant company from 8 years ago. A dormant company wouldn't go out of their way to supply one of their trucks for a film shoot, would they? Which means... Do I go here? I know! Oh, Isagami is not in. Well, this is position. It's not like he's got that much free time. Alright, we're gonna leave the lobby. We're not gonna do that. Let's go down here then. I know, I'm usually surprised when I don't get hurt. Sayama's alone in the archive center room, sipping coffee and watching the monitor as usual. Hey, buddy. You're back, huh? Well, come on in. I was starting to get bored out of my mind. Sorry, there's just something I wanted to make sure of. And that is that film really from the TV drama project that got suspended 10 years ago? Kind of late to ask a question like that. Sorry, just making sure. Well, to answer your question, there's no doubt about it. Or at least I think so. Sensing the evasiveness in Sayama's words, Yagumo casually tries pressing him on that point. Sayama, were you here when the project was suspended? Basically, I'm asking if you were physically here the moment the film was literally shelved. Okay, I see where you're getting at. No, I didn't witness that firsthand. I only got reassigned here 8 years ago. So I can only assume that the film is the film based on the name and the date written on the label. Sayama only checked the film by its label. Hang on a second. I thought the label on the film can was blank. Not that label. The one on the archive shelf. It clearly said it was the project's pilot film. You seem to have your doubts, but I thought that was enough to identify it. It's not like anyone has anything to gain with a switcheroo. I see. So you might be right about that. Suspicious. Truck slamming scene again. Okay, they don't want me here. Gotta go somewhere else. I don't know where to. There's not a soul to be seen at Yamato Hirasaka. Silence fills the area. The girl we met here yesterday sure was cute, huh? Yeah, she had the looks of an actress. You were head over heels for her too, director. I wasn't head over anything. I was totally cool and... Look! Magari thrusts her phone at Yagumo, interrupting him. There's a photo of Yagumo with a goofy grin as he talks to the one from yesterday. When did you... See, you were head over heels. It was so funny, so I took a picture of it. I really do look head over heels, huh? Now you know. Next time you see a good girl, try not to make an embarrassing face, okay? If you make that face in front of an actress, you won't be taken seriously as a director at all. Okay. And we reflects deeply as he gets into the fan. They visit Hozu again. It's quiet and still, and save for the rippling of the pond's surface, just like the morning. Is there anything we still need to check here? I brought the camera just in case. Let's see. As Yagumo unfolds his arms, a casual voice suddenly calls out from behind. Are you the ones who filmed here this morning? Hi, lady. Obaa-san, she's grandma. Oh, yes, we are. She seems to be a local resident, perceiving that Yagumo puts on his best customer service smile. Were we a nuisance, so I humbly apologize. No, you're fine. It was just thinking that few people ever film here. Oh, they filmed without permission, so Yagumo would like to avoid any trouble with residents. Before Yagumo can come up with an excuse, Magari puts on a smile and answers for him. Oh, it wasn't a full-blown film. We're just location scouting to find the best places to film. I see. Well, Yamato Hirasaka is nearby, so people film here every now and then. I like seeing that, so I come by to watch whenever I hear there's a filming happening. Did you happen to see a TV drama shoot that happened here 10 years ago? 10 years ago. 10 years ago, huh? Well, I don't remember anything like that. That figures. It was 10 years ago, after all. Okay, Grandma. By the way, ma'am, about how long have you lived around here? Me, I've lived here a long time, ever since I got married 30 years ago. I've pretty much taken root here. Well, you seem like you know the area, so would you happen to know if there's any chance... do you know if there's been any changes in buildings around here? Yagumo points in the general direction of where he believes the camera was placed. The woman smiles and shakes her head in an exaggerated fashion. The people may change, but this place hasn't changed one bit ever since I moved in. Info. Buildings around Tosui haven't changed. Now, of course, you're just believing that old woman's crazy words. I see. So I guess the window frame seen in that film was a set after all. But what was the intention? Why would that cut need a window frame? After nightfall. Dun dun dun. Okay. Back at Yagumo's studio, Yagumo and Magari sip coffee as they go over today's results. And smoking. That film turned out to be a fake, huh? A double fake at that. It's not the real film from 10 years ago, and it's not a real ghost that was filmed. But how'd they pull off that ghost then? I don't know the full details of the trick, but I think we've got all the keys to solve it. Let me watch the film closely, and I'll figure it out. Magari, you can go home now. I can be your operator, you know. I don't need any more image processing, and I can handle previewing footage myself. In that case... Magari gets up and shoulders her bag as she continues to speak. Don't push yourself too hard, okay? You're getting old, and your face looks tired. Knock it off, I'm not even 30. I've got this. Well, okay then. See you tomorrow. Oh, and put your mug in the sink when you're done. I'll wash it tomorrow. Got it. Good work today. Yes, don't even look at her as she leaves. That's a sign of weakness. As Magari leaves the room, Yagumo waves his hand and sits back on the sofa. Despite what he said to Magari, Yagumo is so exhausted his body feels like lead. Did I overuse my synesthesia? Well, it's not like I can control. I should look up that word so I pronounce it right. It's been triggering a lot since I caught up in this mess. I must be concerned. Concentrating a lot. I need to expose the decade-old truth of this project by any means necessary. Yagumo scratches his face once, twice, thrice before finally getting up from the sofa.